Good morning, Lake Providence Church family and friends. This is Dr. Linda Plummer Ward with another Health Ministry Moment. Thank you for joining me. So we want to talk a little bit about coronavirus health safety and, holiday safety and National Family Caregivers Month. So you're likely aware that we continue in the midst of a surge worse than this summer right now with respect to the pandemic. The U.S. especially is seeing record numbers almost every day. Fortunately, the death toll is not keeping up with the number of new cases. Hospital capacity is at risk for both ICU and regular hospital beds, according to the metrics for Nashville, Davidson County. This is putting a strain on the number of workers, the number of providers, the amount of PPE that we have, and other equipment and supplies. Fortunately, we still have something we can do, and that's to practice those habits that mitigate the spread of the disease. And what are they? Washing our hands, wearing our mask, keeping our distance, avoiding crowds, gathering outside as opposed to inside, or improving ventilation inside. And that doesn't mean just turning on a fan or air conditioner. That means that a window or door needs to be open so that air can flow through. Fresh air can come in and air can flow out. The other things we want to do is stay at home if we're sick and avoid touching our eyes or mouth. Special precautions need to be taken for Thanksgiving if we plan to gather. It must look different this year. Since the number of cases and percent of transmission are expected to be high at that time, it is recommended that we take special care to slow the spread of disease. Strongly consider virtual gatherings and activities. Families and friends that you plan to gather with should practice safe habits and limit their exposure to people outside their home for about 2 weeks if possible before they come to the event. They should stay at home if any symptoms. Testing a few days before they arrive is not a bad idea. Avoid having people who are traveling from areas where the disease is very active. And if you have medical issues that put you at high risk, avoid gathering with others. Avoid buffet-style service for your food. Guests should bring their own, or prepackaged meals should be prepared by one person or one family. After the event, quarantine to monitor for symptoms for as many days as you can, up to 14 if possible. If someone who was there tests positive, you should quarantine for at least 10 days, monitoring for symptoms. If you develop symptoms and test positive, quarantine for 14 days from the date of exposure. Seek medical attention if unable to breathe or other worsening occurs. Your oxygen level can be monitored with a pulse oximeter from the drugstore. An oxygen level below 90 with the pulse oximeter should be evaluated in the emergency department. Now, this is National Family Caregivers Month. This is a stressful time for all of us, but especially for those who have to care for another human being who is in some way disabled. Caregivers have a thankless job and often get no relief. Self-care is needed, but often it's not possible. How can we help? Well, here's a few ideas. A verbal thank you or a thank you card. Respite, time off, substitute for them for a while. Let them take a nap or enjoy a walk in the sun. Recognize them for what they do. Provide financial support. Provide emotional or spiritual support, a listening ear, a prayer, or just laughter. Provide meals or gift baskets. Offer to do shopping, driving, washing, cleaning, or getting prescriptions. And there are others. I'm sure you have ideas of your own. On Wednesday, November 11th from 7 to 8 p.m., Lake Providence Health Ministry and the Alzheimer's Association will observe Alzheimer's Caregivers Month. So join us and learn with us. Registration is required, and you can register at LPMBC.org. Check the LPMBC.org website or the LPMBC Facebook page for more information. It's LPMBC Nashville Facebook page. Now, there's been a lot going on this week, and I hope you're doing well, especially now. Be safe, be healthy, and stay prayed up. Blessings.